What is up, guys? Welcome back to the TNT Business Podcast. I'm your host, KT Temple, and I'm here with my co-host, Ken Temple. What's going on, man?
Happy Friday, which is weird to say.
Happy Friday. I don't know if we've ever recorded on Friday, if I
Yeah,
actually
so
think about
so
it.
it's Friday, and you're going to get this on Friday. You normally get it on Wednesday. If you happen to be with Keller Williams, you'll know what's going on. If you're not, we'll tell you. Keller Williams made a significant systems change. KT can tell you more, but anyway, KT's pretty much been working 25 hours a day for the past 2 weeks with this change, since that's what he does is technology. And so, but it's finally past us now. He's, I think, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see this weekend when everybody goes, "Oh no, where did DocuSign go?" That we'll see how my weekend goes if they have to write offers or anything and don't have software to do so. So we've got a great episode for you guys today. We've got two subjects that we want to talk about, a little timely. I didn't get it, and this is again being recorded on Friday, July 17th. I didn't watch Trump's thing. We'll talk about that next week and talk about some of the ramifications of that. But the two stories we are going to talk about today is data centers and Dookie. But before we get to that, I do want
Yes,
to thank
and
our
he did say Dookie.
yeah,
Just so you know,
Dookie.
data centers and Dookie.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Before I get to that, I want to thank the Temple team for sponsoring us. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you can find us at thetempleteam.com. We are a Charlotte Lake Norman real estate team that has been serving the community since the 90s. And we want to make sure that you are always taken care of, no matter if you're looking in the Charlotte Lake Norman area or you're looking elsewhere. We would never want you to end up with a bad agent. So before you end up making any real estate decisions, find us at thetempleteam.com. All right. Which one you want to talk about first?
Well, listen, I would make them wait on Dookie.
Okay. All right.
I'd start
So
with data centers.
let's start with data centers and basically the uproar around data centers coming to communities and the good, the bad, and the ugly of what that situation looks like.
Well, I think the good, KT, is all the creation that comes around it in terms of jobs and everything.
So
It's hard to argue with the good part of it.
So I
And
can
the
a little
bad
bit.
part
I
of it is
want to start there with the jobs
okay. All right.
because it's not as many jobs as you really think. When you set
Well,
up
it's not as many jobs as they're saying they are, right?
it's
They're
not jobs and it's not jobs in that community, right? You are taking up water, resources, and land, and the jobs, those buildings that they build, those data centers, they're empty. They're once they are built and done,
right.
there's not that many day-to-day jobs that get made. Now, in the creation of the data center, I get it. The construction around it seems like a good win for everybody. The community gets jobs. They get the data center. Once it's built, man, those things sit. There is not a lot of maintenance that really goes into
Right.
it
There's not
that
the
stays at the
manpower that takes
company.
it. Well,
The
and
maintenance
can you
that
look at a
does
lot of the
happen,
jobs?
you fly people in. You bring people from headquarters, like time to
Yeah.
go to Nowhere Land, Nebraska to go fix this data center, and then they go back home.
Well, that's also part of this job creation. A lot of the jobs it's going to create are going to be people that are brought in. It's not going to create jobs for people that are already there because there's a lot of specialization. Now, the construction part of it, yes. But they're even talking about KT, when they're building it to food services and things like that. But that will come, like you say, once it's built, that will come
It's
to an
done.
end. You build an office building, you're creating jobs forever because people are going to fit, people who live there will fill the office building and everything. These are going to be big old boxes with a lot of stuff going on that does not require a ton of humans. And then but anyway, so that's on the semi positive side. But then on the downside, you already said it. I mean,
The
the
resources.
zap on resources that this is going to have, and the two big ones I hear about are water,
Mhm.
which, man, we're in a drought here, but I'm not going to complain about it because it's nothing like it is in some places out west. It's not even comparable to. I mean, we've got cities out west that are looking, 5 years down the road not having water
Yep.
until they figure out some stuff. And so now you've got the water, but also if my energy bill, if my power bill is $100 a month now, and because it's a data center, it's going to go to 150 a month. or mine's 500 a month and it's go 750, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The increase that could happen on that. So there has to be a lot of discussion around who's going to pay the bills on this. And
And
that's why you're seeing a lot of people like Charlotte just put a stop on it. There are no new ones for a year. There's a year moratorium. They won't even approve any kind of data centers for a year. And there's a lot of places that are doing that. I believe New York has done it. They're saying, let's take a time out for a second.
yeah, and when you look at what it's for, it can't be justified yet. Right? You gotta when you're going to these communities and saying, "We're building this data center for AI," and the community goes, "Okay, where in this do I win?" And when the company goes, "Well, you get AI," and you go, "Well, okay, what," that doesn't tell the community anything about what this really does, and I don't think AI
Well,
has a value proposition yet that would make sense for any community to say, "Yes, I want a data
well,
center in my backyard."
but KT, the thing is, I'm going to have AI whether they build it in my backyard or your backyard. I'm still going to have it. That's not true. And by the way, we didn't
Exactly.
say that. These data centers, that's what they're being built for,
Yeah,
is to support AI, and it's just
but
taking
even
a
on a national
massive.
level, you're like, "Great, so I can make fun videos?" Okay, great. This company gets to use this. To the average consumer, AI is not a big enough selling point for anyone to go, "This works. Yeah, sure, let's build one in the backyard." And I think they have to figure out how this actually benefits communities before they go and sell it to more communities, because it's not gonna bring jobs, it's not gonna be bring an immediate effect, it's gonna drive up your electric bill, it's gonna use up all your water, and you don't win in this at a local community level.
Yeah, and well, you know, I've talked about this before too, KT, is that we haven't hit an AI bubble yet, but we could. And the other thing is, every AI company out there is losing billions of dollars.
Well, I
So
would
not
go
only, I mean, nobody's figured out how to make money on it yet.
well, let's go back to Elon Musk and the launch of, their company IPOing. It has fallen now below than where it launched.
Where it started, boy,
Yep.
it sure did take off, didn't it? And now it's below where its initial price.
And
Stock
most of
market's
those
been
most
really,
of
really
those,
up and down.
offerings that people got, they cannot sell for a certain amount of time, whether it be 6 months or a year, and they're locked into this no matter how far low it goes.
It goes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, KT, this is not our first rodeo though with data center type places. I don't know how long ago it was, 8 years, 10 years ago, but we went through the same thing in the country with crypto.
Mhm.
They were building these big places to mine Bitcoin, which I still don't. Please, and don't call in and try to explain it to me, 'cause to me people try. But anyway, they were building these things and it was taking all these resources and people, and those they kind of snuck in on you.
Yeah,
Like all of a sudden they were there and they're using the resources. This AI to me is that on steroids.
it
It
is.
is just that much bigger. It's
Crypto
that. And
crypto
by the
was
way,
small enough that you could go get a building, shove a bunch of PCs in there, and then just had to, like, play dumb when the electric bill was real big.
yeah,
Data centers, you gotta tear down
and do it.
acres and
And
acres of property just to even get started. There's so much water that has to run through that you have to go, first off, find the river that you are going to completely dry up to make this data center. So there's a lot more regulation that you didn't have to deal with at a crypto
yeah,
level.
yeah. Well, because they've learned lessons in there too. By the way, speaking of crypto, crypto got over 120, or Bitcoin got over 120, and right now it's in the low 60s. It's about half of where it was at its high. It's down over 25% year to date. And the funny thing is, do you know, KT? Do you know why that is?
Well, I want to hear what you had to say.
It's because people are taking the money that they were putting in that, investing in that, and they're investing in AI.
Mhm.
And they're investing, and they're taking, and now, by the way, AI is struggling because they're taking that money and they're investing in chips.
Well,
And
I
now the people
and
that,
also the economy everywhere. The world economy right now is not where it was just a few years ago, right? There's a lot of discontent with the world economy right now. And I think when you do that, you take your money and you put it in real places and not crypto. Not saying, don't take that as not a real place, but at the end of the day, there's a business or a fiat currency. And you take your money and you put it into business when you have any doubts about the economy.
Well, the world changed in
Mhm.
February of 2022.
Yeah.
That's when the world changed because that's when Russia invaded Ukraine, and then since then we've went from that to the Middle East to Iran. And by the way, all three of those things at some level are still going on,
Yeah.
and we don't know, where the end is on any of this. But it's yeah, February. If you go back and look, I know my world changed in February of 2022. In this
I
country, in 2021, in this country, we sold 6.1 million houses.
so,
And the
like,
prediction was we would do it again in 22. And then Russia invaded Ukraine and we fell from 6.1 to 5. And then we've been selling 4 million houses a year for 4 years.
I remember you went to it might have been like family reunion or mega camp, but you
Yes.
came back and we were at some kind of conference and you were like, "Man, I'm not really scared of much like happening. I just like if Russia invaded somewhere in Europe or something, that would freak me out." And then the next month it happened.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There you
Well,
go.
now I'm a little freaked out."
Shouldn't have put that out in the universe.
You did. You put it out and I swear to God, it was 3 weeks before it happened.
Uh,
All right. Well, any final thoughts on
no, I mean, it's just, this is something, by the way, though, if you have a job that involves anything that has to do with real estate or any of this, watch what your community is
Yeah.
doing. I mean, I know Katie, it's funny. Where I live, they've got all these petitions going over a cell tower.
Yeah.
Now, if they're all protesting a single cell tower, imagine if they tried to build one of these big data centers where I am,
Well, and it's
and the cell
it's
tower actually looks like a tree, and they still don't want it. So
but
yeah,
these are these are the things that I really like to hear about is communities understanding what is being sold to them and saying no to it. And a lot of communities get taken advantage of. Some billionaire
100%.
comes in and says, "Hey, look at this cool thing," and it's really great to see people pushing back on this and saying, "Absolutely, I do not want this happening here. Go do it somewhere else." And I don't know why they can't find more remote places to do it. I guess because they can't get any talent to just go move to the middle of nowhere to take care of their data center. So they're
Right,
trying to get as close to I that's my guess. I really don't know because there's land. There's tons of places where you could just go build a data center, but they keep trying to go into these communities. And I assume it's because they want to attract workers at least to a somewhat okay destination.
right, right. So
Mm.
all right,
How's your tummy feeling?
got that one. How's my? Yeah, mine feels good, but I have a friend
Good.
whose tummy is not feeling good.
Oh no, do you know someone?
Uh huh.
So we are recording this and the way we're justifying this is data centers take up water and explosive diarrhea it happens because of water. That's
Because of
the best
water,
I got. that's
water
that's
and
our
leafy
segue.
vegetables.
But yes, we are in the poo poo epidemic right now. There is a I'm gonna mess up as soon as I try to guess what it is. But basically, the lettuce is contaminated. That's what we've know so far. That it is coming from greens and things like that. Taco Bell is one of the places that is happening, and
Now,
eating
wait,
this.
hold on, hold
Oh,
on. Now, that I don't. That's the. I don't think they've confirmed. They have not confirmed because it could be berries, it could be lettuce. I don't think they've confirmed
so
yet
I saw where Taco
exactly.
Bell
But
said we are no longer selling certain
well, they
greens right now, or is that just causation? And I'm
no,
wrong.
they
Okay.
they really do. There is a chance that it is Taco Bell. I
Okay.
mean, I mean,
Odds.
I just don't think it's a. I don't want Taco Bell suing me, going, "Hey, it's not
Yeah.
official yet."
Sorry, Taco Bell.
There's
No,
a
I'm a
there
big
is a
fan. I feed my wife Taco Bell every 3 days, dude. Yeah,
yeah.
it's my easy cheat meal for her. I'm a big fan of Taco Bell. I don't like this. But yeah.
So
Now, do you know how to prevent it? Like if you
you,
have greens and you wanna eat them, what you're supposed to do with the greens? Because this is what
you
I
were
found
supposed
out.
to wash them.
No, wash them with what?
I don't
So
water.
they're saying water will not if you this whatever is in your vegetables, water's not gonna cut it. You need to do a vinegar bath with your vegetables.
Well, hey, I mean, I'm okay with vegetables, but I mean, I'm
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna
go
miss them.
overboard. I'll just give me a bag of Doritos, I guess, and I'll wait. I mean, I like
Yeah.
vegetables, but I'm not vinegar bathing my vegetables before I have my meal.
But they're saying, yeah, you should wash them, but it's if it's there, it's not gonna do it's not gonna get rid of it just because you washed it with water.
But they're saying, KT, they're saying that this could last up to a month.
Like,
Um,
once you're
so
infected with it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I have a friend I would say they've been in bed since Tuesday, but I think they've been getting a lot of steps,
Oh,
back and
no.
forth since Tuesday.
Do you
Yeah.
send them some Depends?
Yes, I'm not, and no, no, I'm not gonna tell anybody who it is.
As soon as this call ends, I wanna know.
I am gonna make sure they listen to this podcast though. The funny thing is they swear that they got it from Peaches, and I'm like, "Well,
I mean,
I haven't
possibly.
seen Peaches I haven't seen Peaches on the list, but hey, maybe
I
you did.
yeah.
Maybe you did." But if you live by the way, if you happen to live in Michigan and you're listening to this, you got more cases than anybody. So, get
Where
ready.
and guess where my in-laws are right now?
Oh, wow. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, one half of your in-laws wouldn't touch a vegetable, so I'm
Yeah.
not worried about her. So,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
they're
if your mother-in-law, as long as it doesn't get, in, peanuts or, was it gin?
what?
She had
Is that another
gin?
one?
No, no, does she drink gin? Is that what she
Jen,
drinks?
Amy?
Yeah,
No, Captain and Coke.
Captain and Coke. Okay,
Captain and
as
Coke.
long as this doesn't get in peanuts, Captain Morgan's, Coke, or a, Virginia Slim menthol, she's gonna be safe. Now, Rich, dude, if you're listening to this, watch your salad, okay? Just yeah, be careful.
Yeah, wash your protein powder.
By the way, not everybody can say that. I love KT's in-laws. They are great,
Oh,
great
he's
people, and I
backtracking
love them
now.
so much
He's
that I hope KT
backtracking
tells them
now.
to listen to this so they know we were talking about them.
Yeah, so they are in Detroit, which I don't know if the Canadian fires are coming down,
Yeah. Yeah, the air
there.
quality is
You
terrible, yep.
guys are in a massive drought, like the worst droughts, I think, in my entire life in the Carolinas. And then Texas is underwater. It's really, really extreme weather going on right now. So I hope everyone is staying safe out
Yeah,
there.
everybody stay safe.
Yeah. So we'll be back. This is a quick one, guys. I'm sorry that this is 2 days late.
KT
But
says it's quick. Dude, we're at 18 minutes, I mean, we figured, hey, we started talking about Dookie and it stretched it right out.
that's yep. That was a great sentence, Dad. That whole sentence, stretching it out, dude.
Yeah,
Great,
yeah, there you go.
great.
Perfect,
What
perfect.
real Shakespeare, real redneck Shakespeare over here. So, guys, we will see you next week with another episode. Only be in a few days. Uh, check that out if you guys like this episode. Uh, please leave a review. Don't include Dookie in the review. Talk about literally anything else if you leave us a review from this episode. But we want to thank the Temple team again. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, find us at thetempleteam.com. See you guys next week.